Okay, so now I suppose then the sensible thing to do is to literally work from the outside in. Take a lot of this armor off so that we haven't got all this stuff falling down all the time. We're finally doing it. We're finally doing it. We're going for the old refit. Okay, nothing fell off that time. That's good.
Inventory full.
Oh, something fell off because we're full. Oh, there we go. We only have defensive thing to go back to that thing we spoke about right at the top of the first episode. We only have the defensive. I totally forgot to look that up. I mean, I kind of knew it was only the defensive, but I kind of wanted to show you responding to your comments. And then I kind of forgot. Oh, that doesn't look like a good idea.
Meteor storm inbound.
That's gonna make that fall. Oops, lost another piece. Oh, careful. Now we've got meteors coming in on us. Landing on my head. Stop it. Okay. Inventory nearly full. So I'm going to use this box for storing some stuff on the basis that we're going to keep some of the elements of Grumble's Folly. Funny because some of these are just literally dependent on their next door neighboring block, as you'd expect. We're gonna end up with a look at the original Jeep where it all started from, all those many moons ago. It's going to be kind of cool. Slowly but surely. Mustn't forget decoys, man. I should have a to-do list or be using my notepad. But I'm not. We're just going to wing it. And then we can all have a good chuckle later when I've forgotten something obvious. Quite good. I'm pleased I was able to unload those and they didn't bellyache and reload themselves or anything. Oops. It's such a huge clang noise when you when something falls metal on metal like that. No, it's totally unnecessary. You don't need to make so much loud noise. Now, are we gonna keep solar panels? I suppose we could move them elsewhere, right? They have been kind of an integral look and part of what we've had going on. Right, I'm gonna go for the combat cockpit.
Energy low.
Oh, hello. Give me some energy, please. Although I shouldn't really be draining the batteries from this, should I? While I'm working on it. It was good fun putting this together though. Developing it over time. I really enjoyed it. I'm kind of gonna miss our original A-Team van. Okay. Now we're going to lose the oxygen and the hydrogen, but that's okay. I don't know how that's even all connected up, to be honest. Okay, let's go in for a recharge and a reload of our fuel, because that one we don't want to mess around with Amy. Kick our butts. There we go. We're going to need some more food. Let's have some clang crunchies. That'll fill us right up. Nice. And we're self-sufficient now with the farm. That's insane that we found that found blueprint. Okay, onwards. Oh goodness. Can use some of these bits here just to make it look a little bit less jank, a little bit less cheesy. Okay, we're definitely gonna want to use oh, sugar. I've just realized the fatal flaw of using that landing gear attached to, I mean, I guess in theory it's connected to the battery. Let's make sure. There we go. Because we're gonna take the cockpit off. So it's no good if the landing gear is attached to the cockpit. Alright, we'll just bite the bullet and take that off. Oh, we've got our gyro there as well. Oh yeah. And then what is that? That's our event controller. Wait, we have an event controller. Of course we do. For the parachute. I could have been using the event controller for the oh my god, for the landing sequence and everything. I wonder, I'm also thinking about whether I put the cockpit further back up the top. I've got a kind of a loosely like a sort of attack helicopter style design in mind. Okay, we're being a bit loosey-goosey here. This is we are attempting clang. That is our remote control that we ended up never using on this one. Let's take that one away for a minute. Clang does not like these loose parts here. It really does not. Okay. Onwards, carefully. So we have 2 gyros there, another gyro, we have 3 gyros on this thing, holy cow. And an event controller. Okay, I think we're ready to take the cockpit off. In which contains a bunch of stuff. Not all of which we can carry. I probably should have made a new fighter. It's fine. I knew it. The stupid thing grabbed a whole bunch more stuff out of the storage. Okay, so this is small oxygen tank. An event controller. Okay. That's our legs there. Leg attached to... Interesting. Okay, I almost want to cut this stuff away and get through to the middle. Wow, this feels like the closest thing to performing surgery. Like, it's just pixels and metal and stuff in a game. In my mind, I'm like, I better get this right. Here's the beautiful weapon rack that people put on for me, and then I just buried it, and we never ended up getting to use it. Like, I couldn't get to it anymore. Okay, let's have a look at... do we want to rationalize the number of storage compartments we have on here? Because originally, yeah, no question, we do. Okay, so I'm gonna cut this event controller away. I'm gonna cut the small oxygen tank away. I'm gonna cut this gyro away.
Inventory full.
I'm gonna run out of inventory space. Thanks, Amy. And then we have air vent and small conveyor and a parachute hatch. Yeah, all of this is gonna have to go. Wow, we almost are at the point where I could have just cut the whole bloody thing away. Now, if I cut this, what's keeping that all connected together? That extra wheel underneath. And these little blocks here are tiny. At least we can do these internal repairs now. these bits that were hard to get to before. Okay, but in the interest of reducing weights, I am going to take this conveyor converter away, and then I'm going to see how far that was a bad idea. How did that not give me red? Cut! Brian, cut! That was an awful idea. I think we're pretty much at the point now where we just cut the whole thing up. Yep. I don't see
Energy low.
I don't see any other way out of this. Mistakes have been made. Mistakes have been made. And hopefully Clang is not going to murderize me any moment now. Oh my lord. Okay, well, Grumble's Folly is now officially no more. And I feel like Big Bertha is going to explode any moment now that there's just going to be a horrible Clang event. Oh, I got it all wrong. Stop making these horrible giant clang noises. Just hideous. At least that stayed locked. You know, I could kind of sort of rescue this still because I could still get this bit down on the floor. But it sort of feels pointless at this stage. Yep.
Inventory full.
Yep. And I can't even reconnect to empty the container out. Oh, lordy. Alright, well, tune in next week. No, I'm just kidding.
Inventory full.
For the all new and improved Grumble's Folly 2. I ruined it. I did not think it was going to cut the vehicle in half when I did that. I genuinely did not expect it to cut the vehicle in half.
Inventory
But that's how the folly crumbles, I guess. Woo! Okay. Yep. We're in total rebuild now. Complete and utter. We're not rebuild. Yeah, we're in total. Call it a loss.
Inventory full.
And build a new one. So sad. Can't believe I messed that up. Oh well. That's life. It was cool while we had it. It was super cool while we had it, and it did its job. So we can be very proud of Grumble's Folly. So much to empty out now. 10,000 worth, the whole thing. There's 3k ice to start with. I'm gonna definitely make sure I save things like these engines that have got the what do you call it, motors and stuff. We won't need those for hydrogen, but I don't know if this will be a bit of a hybrid thing where we've got some hydrogen but enough atmosphere to because we're still going to need it down here. It's still going to be our only combat vessel. Fiddlesticks. Things have not exactly gone to plan, but we're going to plan B. Plan B for build a new one. Now I regret not having this all connected up with the solar array and that, because not only could we pipe the algae through, but we could be connecting all of our stuff up here as well. Oh well, there you go. The awesome red lights are gone. Let's get this thruster. Get these bits of armor. Take our solar panels off. So sad. Cue sad violin music. Okay, we had a great run, Folly. We had an absolutely awesome run. Oh, it was nice getting shot up in you. What a buffoon. Alright, well, accidents happen. Grinder accidents are things like grinders, blowtorches. These are all things I'm sadly all too familiar with. And yeah, now we're just mopping up. It's probably we don't have merge blocks. I don't think we've learned those. So there might be some things we maybe could have done, but I don't think we were going to get this put back together. It's that's too much to have hoped for. Okay.
Inventory
Oh.
full.
Thank you, Amy. You're a real help. The worst part is wasting these blooming batteries, but at least if we've got hydrogen power, it won't be as crucial up front. We'll have enough time to get that sorted out. Take that battery off. Take that battery off. Waste of power cells and nickel. Oopsie. It's fine. Had to happen. Luckily, Clang hasn't punished us too badly, because you never know when you bring grids together like that. Things can go horribly wrong in a split second. So yeah, we got away with that. Things that I could have done between, if I'd have known it was, well, then you wouldn't get to have a good giggle about it with me, right? So we get to have a good laugh together. Be like, do you remember that time Grumbles was trying to make some adaptations to his tongue and he cut it in half? Do you remember that? Yeah, I bet he wishes he doesn't. Right, so we're on the final stages now. Okay, that's going to split it in half when I get that. We've got to set up another combat block. Oh, look at that. It's almost back together. There you go. Hey, we fixed it. We've rescued Grumble's Folly. Oh my goodness. Alright, well. Oh, sugar! Yep, I guess that happened. So that's what happens with the tracks when you take the tracks off. Alright, boom, done. Now we can weld this up properly and make a proper job of it. At least halfway decent. Clumsy old. Okay. It'll look a little bit better that we're working up here now. Okay, right, well, this is all useless. Be gone, Grumble's Folly. I absolutely adored our time together. All things come to an end eventually. I wonder how many times that clang noise, for viewers that know space engineers, I wonder how many times that noise has been, you know, caused like a heart flutter or whatever. I do apologize. Not intentional. Just the way things go sometimes around here. Okay, right. Start from scratch. So we have some heavy armor blocks at the bottom. Oh, this is the worst bit because now it's like, well, where do I start? What's it even going to look like? Okay, I have an idea in mind. I'm going to quickly look for a reference and see if I can find something that I like the look of to guide me a little. Now the weapons, we have to deal with different dimensions in Space Engineers and whatnot, but I have this kind of, it won't have blades and everything, but I have this kind of attack helicopter, chunky attack chopper kind of feel that I want to go for, gunship type thing. So I'm just looking quickly for an image that might well, that one looks quite nice. All right, maybe I can put a link to these images when I get a moment. Okay, let's get into this, shall we? So we need to have heavy armor pieces underneath for sure. Yeah, let's go with don't know what color we're gonna make it. Maybe green. Oh, and of course I'm gonna need bits for that. So number 4, 5, or give me a bunch of those. Okay, so I'm sort of thinking that we'll have something that is kind of wide like that. Gonna have to obviously replace that part with another heavy metal piece. Okay, so we're gonna have that, and then I think I want to bring the nose out another one. I also have, there are these other block pieces that give me these transitions. Half slope corner, I don't know what these are gonna look like, so we should try and have a look. Number 6. Okay. Oh, these are fascinating. All right. Well, these could make something that looks much more kind of rounded and. Yeah. Okay. I like that. Wow. Oh, but I've not worked with those pieces before, so right now it could be more of a complication than a help. These are just nice transition pieces to round. Okay, I'll tell you what we could do is we could build something with the basic blocks, and then we could have a look at that later on to maybe smooth some edges off and have some fun with it. Also, I think I'm going to have to build in a different color, and then we can spray paint it afterwards, because otherwise I'm not going to see a bloody thing. These are interesting block pieces. But I don't know, you have to know when you're going to use these pieces, you have to know what they're going to connect to, right? That looks cool. Ah. Okay, yeah, I think we'll add some of those on afterwards and see how we get on. Okay, so number 4, if I have these there. So that's going to go make that into a sharper gradient. Let's see. I'm going to try this. So I want to get the bit where I'm going to put the cockpit in first. Now am I going to go straight like that? And then number 5. Like that. And then this next piece like that. So we've already got quite a strong arm and nose. Now the other thing I need to think about again is the is running the fuel. That's kind of cool already. And then okay, and then let's get the cockpit in place. So we're going to use the fighter cockpit, I think.
Energy low.
There is this flush cockpit. Oh, I don't think I have that. No, I don't have that one. Okay, so fighter cockpit. Let's see, you've got a little nose connection. And you've got a little connection underneath as well. And then you've got a big connector at the back. Okay. So if you were to, for example, sit here like that, what would that look like? And I can put armor either side of it. And then I need to just think about where the connecting piece is underneath.
Meteor storm inbound.
Doesn't hurt if we're going to put these together and take them apart or whatever. I might have to have a break and a think about this. Okay, stay away from my ship. Okay, so it could be, you know, I've never used a direct gun either. Is this the point where we do a direct, like a direct gun off there? That could be kind of cool. Wonder, would I put an auto cannon? Maybe a Gatling there would make sense. Like a warfare Gatling gun. Chuck that in there, connected to that. Like, that looks pretty cool. It doesn't protrude too far out.
Critical.
Let's try that. Energy critical. Alright, I was just recharging like 2 minutes ago, Amy. At least I haven't been hit by debris. I hate it when that French cheese is flying all over the place. Right, okay, so here. Charge up these bottles again. Okay. Oh wait, Storm, I'm trying to build. I wonder if that has to be, it kind of has to sit one further up, doesn't it? Yeah. So let's take that away. Like for this shape, I quite like that it's, the slope goes into it like that. Maybe it'll be alright, maybe we can build around it. We could also do two side by side. And then we have a second cockpit in case one is taken out, although we could also do one behind the other, right? That would look kind of cool, like the old Cobra Apaches and that kind of thing. Yeah, okay, let's keep going how we were. Is that connected to that on that block? I think so. Yeah, it is. Okay. So that's a gun there, or we could put a connector and we could put 2 guns there. And give us like double firepower at the front. We'll see. Let's not go, we don't have to go over the top right now. Okay, so what we're definitely going to do is we're going to have our small conveyor And we're going to run a bunch of those along so that we can run hydrogen. This should, I think this will give us more thrust and make us more, plus the fact that we'll be a lot lighter is going to make us a lot more maneuverable. So from there, this is going to be like our spine. Or do I run it with redundancy on either side already? Maybe that's better than running it through the middle. We just make sure we uber protect that one there. Yeah, okay, let's run either side. Okay. So then underneath there is going to be some heavy armor to protect that. For sure. If I had the pieces for it. It's tricky, this building on the fly. For me at least. So we're going to run heavy armor underneath all of this. Because this is going to be our lifeline. Well, lifelines plural. And then... Okay, and then we're going to have to think. So we're going to... Obviously we need some kind of storage on there. And we need the tanks and we need gyros. So let's see. What would a storage look like? That's not what it's called. It's called cargo. Small cargo container. I don't think we can get the big modular one, and I think that's, again, we're trying to keep the weight down this time. So I think this, even though I like the shape of the modular one, I think this one is better for us. So we're going to chuck one of those in, because all this is really going to carry is like ammo and that sort of stuff. I mean, we could even go with small ones. But I know what I'm like. I'm always going to end up wanting a little bit of cargo on board. Can't help myself. Okay, that's cargo sorted. Cockpit sorted, cargo sorted. Look at this, it's a cool cockpit. It's way cooler than the other one we had. Gotta say. Okay. So we got that. Let's turn this gun off. Gatling gun. Nose. Okay. Okay, this is exciting. I hope this is exciting for you guys watching as well. My thought process. So we're going to need a bunch of these. This is exciting for me as well because, as I said, I haven't done stuff with hydrogen that very often. It's funny, in a game called Space Engineers, I've spent nearly all my time planet bound. And when not, I've usually been with others that are much more capable and do all the building work and everything. So yeah, just time to learn. Enough with the excuses already. Just build it, make the mistakes, and we'll learn from them. Okay, so this is giving me this core underneath, and then the armor. So the armor is going to come down there and link up with this underneath. I like that. Yeah, okay, that's fine. And then the other question is there a cunning No. I could... no, I don't really like... Then the nose goes down and then back up again. Yeah, no, it's too soon to do that. So I think we go down one more level. Yeah, and then we have like a belly shape or whatever. Okay. Like this. So we go like that. And like that. And then number 5. No, I'm being silly. It's under here. What we need to be. We do that. And then this could be halves actually. That just go along under there. So that we're coming back into a more sleek form again. And that way we've got 2 layers of armor underneath. I quite like that. And the alternative to that, yeah, that makes it a bit shallower there. Okay. That's okay. Oh, so that is uber protecting that other area, which is what we wanted. So it starts to look a little bit like a shuttle. Okay. Not too bad. Not too shabby. And then I've got to think about where we've got to fit on a H2 generator in case we get stuck, like when we're in space or whatever. Now the problem, yeah, okay. So he's got the big one on there and then 2 little ones on there. And then now I need to see what a H2, what a tank looks like. We got these really tiny ones. We got this big basket one. We got small hydrogen tank. Oxygen tank, lab hydrogen tank, that's massive. So this would be the typical one that we would use. I don't know how much fuel these little ones can hold, whether they're going to be sufficient. So I've got 2 design. I'll tell you what, we'll try the design with the small ones first. So I've put the H2O2 generator on board. See, we could skip that step and then we could just have the bigger tank and have it connect to the base and recharge. But then the problem, the danger with that is we don't have anything when we're underway. Oops, I fell off. It's fine. Alright, let's go. How am I looking on the clock? 2 hours? You're killing me, Smalls. You're killing me. Okay, so let's see if we can get the bare bones. That's the generator. If I want the tank now. So if I take small hydrogen tank and I connect him there, I kind of want him underneath in the ship. So he should have another one on either end, yeah. So if I put that there and that there, and I could do another one there and then connect them with small connectors, so I've got a 3rd tank. Quite like that idea. Small conveyor is what I want. Yeah, that's it. So we could We could do this, where we do that. So that continues the conveyance of the gases and everything. And ammo, I believe, passes through these small ones as well. Okay, and then we can actually bring the armor up at a bit of an angle then, start making a bit of a dovetail into a tail. Now, next question is, we've got to think about where we're going to put the engines, the thrusters, and where we're going to put the weaponry. And I'm going to bring, like we had with Folly, I want some wing sort of shapes coming out. So, if we have some pieces that start here above, heavy armor again, this is going to cost us a fortune. I think we immediately dip at this point, or do we? I think we come out one more actually, like that. So that's the sort of squarish line of the center, and then we start doing the dip. That's the wrong piece. Do I do that, or do I do... No, I can't do... Okay, so I do that. Come down, and then I do that. Like so. Oh, I've run out of pieces again. Damn. Okay, so one of those. And then one of those. And then, because I kind of feel like I want to do that. That's going to be very fragile, even with heavy armor. It's going to be nice and thin looking though. That's okay. Okay. I put that there, and then I put one of those there. That's gonna, yeah, okay, I like that. That's much better. And then what connects here? Another one of these. That is interesting. So it has like a gull wing. So this would be more traditional attack chopper style. And the other way up would be like a gull wing. Let's do this one first. And see where this takes us. Oh, you know what I've just realized as well? Oh, I've got it. That's it. That's where these are going to come in. So then we're going to go like that. And then these are going to connect here. So it's like a frame that can be hollow. So the bullets will miss it. It won't actually... Okay, and this is where we're going to get our ammo and our... Yeah. Okay. So then... That would be like that. That would be... like that, and we continue that frame down. Okay. Okay, that's cool. Now, I wish I had the... If we can creative or something, I think we can do mirroring. So it would build exactly the same thing over there, but I think we can manage it. Okay, yeah, okay. Oops, wrong piece. So one of those. facing that way. And then one of those facing that way. And then it was that one continuing down. Oh, it's a lot of fiddling and rotating and everything, isn't it? As usual. Okay. And then we did that one like that. Okay, I like this. This more gull wing style or whatever. Like so. Okay. And then so we have some redundancy to either side through the middle there. Quite like that. Oh, I'm excited. Let's go. Bang, bang. There we go. So it'll have a... Because I can't feed the conveyors and stuff at those angles, in order to bring some shape into the gunship. You know what else I've realized? They probably need to be further out as well. And I have an additional challenge. Although I think I could maybe solve this. Okay, I've just had another idea. So I want to see what the autocannons... We need these on turret pieces. So one of these facing... So one of these connecting on here like that off the end. They're so big. Okay, so that's in the middle there connected to that conveyor. So one facing that way. The other thing is they're really far back from the nose. So I think it might be better to kind of bring these things forward a bit. Which would actually give me more room to... Yeah, because that is also what the enemy's going to be programmed to aim at, right? That's going to be what they're wanting to aim at. So what we could do is from here bring these forward. And again, you've got multiple redundancy possibilities here. And then what I'll probably do is do another bracer that comes across onto there. So it would actually be here that we want to connect and not there. Like that. And then what does it look like if I have the guns there? And then really what I wanted to try to do was that. Have two and two either side. Okay, so that's got to go at least one more forward. 6. So it's got to go another one forward. And then it's too... That's still too close in. Okay. Good to know. Okay. So we're not there yet. We're not there yet, Watson. So we do that. Okay. 6. Now he goes on there. Okay. So that's one gun placement. And then that's the other gun placement. Yeah. And then we just mirror that on the other side and put a whole bunch of armor and stuff around it. We can get some decoys out on the wingtips that are yeah, that are like just completely like useless points. Yeah, some low value stuff with some decoys on it. Okay, that can work. Just curious, if I did put another cockpit on there, it would have to be a bit further back so that it could all right, well, I got some ideas here, and maybe we can use these transition blocks to work with that. Okay, I like where this is potentially going. Oh, fuel low. Sorry, Amy. My bad.
Fuel critical.
Not obeying your instructions.
Energy low.
Energy as well, my goodness. Okay, all right, I think we're gonna have to wrap this one up here. It's been a little bit of a build and collect and calamity kind of episode. But yeah, let me know in the comments what you think of my approximate design idea, and I'll do a little bit more off recording, just to progress somewhat, and we'll see where we end up. Yeah, maybe I'm making my life too difficult with the whole feeding the ammo and everything through, but you know, I have a wacky design idea. I gotta give it a go. So 6, let me know what you think anyway of this idea. This one isn't working, so I have obviously not done as many, but yeah, let me know your thoughts on my wacky design idea. Why doesn't he?
Fuel
Oh,
low.
I've obviously not. What do you mean fuel low? I forgot to fill my bottles up. Okay, I'm getting all distracted now and overexcited about this. We're going to build a gunship style thing, so it's gonna have hydrogen tanks. Let me know what you think. Would you have tanks? Would you go for bigger tanks? Would you go for more conveyance? Would you go for less cargo? Just all the things. Just let me give me your ideas. I can't promise that, you know, I'm gonna adapt or change. I'm gonna try and follow through with my own stuff. By the time I read your comments, I've probably built something, but let me know your thoughts on what the new fighter Grumbles Folly replacement should look like. The Folly à deux, we could call it, except we could hope that it's better than what that film was. All right, good vibes, everybody. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one. All right, well, you knew I couldn't do it. You knew I couldn't resist building a little bit of what is now known as Grumbles Folly Rogue One, GFR1, and yeah, I'll show you what I've done. It's far from complete. It needs armoring up for the most part, but this is what I've built so far. 4 autocannons, 2 forward-facing Gatling guns, position for 2 underbelly Gatling turrets, which will go there and there once I'm in a position to build them, and there will be some skis or like helicopter skids that'll go underneath for touchdown. Maybe we can add some wheels to those. That could be fun. And yeah, a bunch of hydrogen engines or thrusters, 2 large industrial ones for small grid to provide forward thrust, 2 large to provide upward thrust, 3 on either side, small ones for horizontal, left and right, and for braking we've got 6 of these, which I think will be far enough away from that arm. We shall see. And sure enough, another 6 there, and space for 3 more on either side in case that's not enough braking. Might need to make some adjustments to this. And again, I still need to finish up the armoring. I'm playing with a few different pieces here. But I wanted to show you where we'd got to so far. We've got all the AI things. We've got gyros. We've got some batteries. We've got some hydrogen on board. And there are 3 small hydrogen tanks. I do not know if that's sufficient. There's plenty of places where we could slot some more on. Along here, for example. Flat on the top with a few things connecting them in the middle with the one storage bay. And yeah, this is Grumble's Folly Rogue One. Halfway through, like mechanically, I think capable of liftoff. And I wanted to share this with you. It's a great opportunity to take this one for its first maneuver. I have no idea if these are enough thrusters. It's all guesswork. I haven't got a blueprint. I haven't run any numbers, so we've saved it, and let's give it a go, shall we? See what happens. So I've got 100% fuel. I don't know how quickly that's going to burn down, and I realize now that I have a horrible problem on my hotbar, knowing which ones are the thrusters down. Okay, so thrusters down is 5, and all is 6. All right. This is probably going to burn the floor that I'm sitting on, so we better be quick about taking off. Batteries are on. We've got 25%. We're using hydrogen for most of our power. So yeah, let's give this a go, shall we? Weapons off, so that's good. So 6 for engines on, and yeah, we are causing damage. So 8 for liftoff. And we have liftoff. We also have... wait. No. Brian, cut. Why are the rear thrusters not working? Thrusters. All. Why are the forward thrusters not working? Current usage 0. Yeah, those 2 on the outside are not functioning. Why? You're on? Working? Functional? What have I done wrong there? They're not getting fuel. But they should be. Oh, I know why. Oh, I know why. I know exactly why. Okay, I made a slight design error. Okay, there's a minor design flaw involved here with these, which I will have to rectify before, well, at the moment. Okay, so that should now be fueled. It is. Okay. Whoopsie. I missed a bit. Okay, I see what I did there. Okay, well, apart from that minor debacle, holy cow, we're on 49% fuel already. Holy jeez. Quick set her down. Bit of a panic. Number 8. Thrusters off. Oh. Okay. So what I've learned from this is that we is that I gotta find a way to squeeze a bigger fuel tank on board. Good job the fuel tank isn't absolutely massive. Okay, I'm gonna try to cut these bits away without having the whole thing split in half again like we had last time. Or, oh my lord. Okay, Or maybe we can take the connector off and put the... I'd like to have the fuel tank as far towards the back. Let's see. Tank. So we take this one. What is this piece here? Lab hydrogen tank. What does that look like? Okay. Mistakes have been made. Yeah. All right. Well, there you go. So you've witnessed the first flight of GFR1, Grumble's Folly Rogue One. And you've also witnessed the first panic and nearly running out of fuel, as well as a little boop into Big Bertha's solar panels on the left side. So yeah, there you go. All right. Well, that's a little cheeky bonus. More next time. Good vibes, everyone.